Hello, in this very short video I'm going to give you a couple of ideas for how you can really simplify your camera workflow if you have a tripod that does this. Inverting the center column and trying to keep a horizontal frame, of course, turns your camera upside down, and I find that bloody difficult. Of course, we all know where our camera controls are when it's the right way round. Well, you should do, and if you don't, then really get familiar with it, because it's key to doing things speedily and understanding how your thumbs work, I suppose. The moment we flip it upside down, well, it's not actually even a flip, is it? Because it's a rotation, because everything that was up here, like the shutter button, is now down here, and anyone that's right-handed is going to find that's so difficult. I don't know how I got on without this, actually. So, of course, the need here is to keep the camera orientated that way. But if the mount is down here, how are we going to do that? Well, there are two simple and very cheap options. The first one I'm going to go with here. Now, I'm certainly not the first person to think about this. Nick Reese from the German and Meanwhile's channel uses something very similar to this. This is an Arca mount plate screwed to a spigot, screwed to a hot shoe adapter, and or cold shoe adapter, I suppose, in this case. And what that allows me to do is mount, he said awkwardly. There's a reason this is a little awkward. There we are, it's in. I'll explain the reason in a second. But there you go, that's in, so that's on there. And now I can screw that side first, make it simple, rather than confusing people. And there we go. And it's pretty good. I'm going to emphasise an issue here, though, because, of course, this bracket on the top isn't necessarily designed to actually carry the weight of the camera. Now, this is an incredibly light Micro Four Thirds camera, and I'm not so concerned about putting that on here, but there's no way I would do it if I had a big heavy lens on there, because all of the weight is going to be pulling down, and it's in all fairness, when everything's said and done, this top plate, I don't think should be carrying that kind of weight. There's another issue with doing this as well. Let me put this back on. Now, the real temptation here is when you're trying to adjust your position on the camera on the ball joint, you tighten that up so things don't just flap around. And now, of course, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be moving the camera, and all of your forces are being put through this connection here. And as I was saying, it's not really designed to do that. So you have to be very, very mindful not to kind of put too much force on there, because you could bend or break something, and I don't want you doing that. So warning, if you do this, do it at your own risk. But if you're easy with it, great. But I on one occasion wasn't, and I actually bent the hot shoe bracket in here. Now, if you are going to do this, I have put in a rubber grommet between the tightening screw on that and the hot shoe. And the reason is really very, very simple. I found that it was coming undone otherwise. And, of course, your camera's going to fall off. So if you're going to go for this option, be very, very, very careful with it. It's not the recommended option, but I'll put a list of parts down below so you can go and buy them from Amazon or somewhere. And option number one. Option number two, way better. Look at this little beauty. Now, this is it's something I saw online, and I thought, that would do the job. So I've modified it a little bit. So basically it's 2 L brackets, one here, one here. They come as a set with the screws that hold them together, and they're designed for positioning speed lights, things like that. And what I've done with it is I've put an Arca plate at the bottom here, so I can just clamp my camera onto it quite happily. So there we go, we'll just put that in there, tighten up, wonderful. And I've put an Arca mount plate here and another one here. So I now have complete vertical and horizontal control of this on the end of my tripod. And the great thing about this is, apart from the low cost of it, is that I can manipulate using this as a handle. So I'm not even actually having to handle the camera. All of my control is through this as a handle. This is absolutely revolutionary. If you've seen some of the more recent videos, you'll see me using this, and I thought it would be worth giving you a very quick video to describe what this stuff is, because it's an absolute game changer. There's links down below for all of these bits and bobs, yeah, you'll need to buy a few bits to make this work, but £25–30 should cover you. A lot of us, of course, if we've been in photography for a while, will have spare Arca plates and clamp plates and everything anyway. So yeah, you may well find that all you actually need to do is to buy these L brackets, screw them together, and you've got yourself a half cage for yeah, inverse photography. Let me know if that's been useful to you. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, support the channel, like, subscribe, and if you're going to buy some bits, please use the links down below. We'll see you soon. Take care. Why not watch these videos over here? You might find those useful too. I really can't stand here for very long. Please click. Come on. Have you gone yet?